what's up, YouTube? It's Richie from Boston. Today's the 8th of May, 2017, and you are looking at Katy Perry. And apparently, she's going down the exact same road, or it appears that she's going down the exact same road that many celebrities before her have. And it's causing her fans to question her mental sanity. Now, I'm over here at the Vigilant Citizen, and he covers stuff like this. I don't cover this all that very much because so many people do cover celebrities. It's great for views. It's great for thumbs up, but it's really not my cup of tea. But I will say this one thing. This is what my opinion is on this entire setup. These people literally have to sell their souls for fame and fortune. Now, you've watched all these people, and most of them don't have any talent at all. Other people write their music. Other people play the music. No one's actually a musician anymore, and the music's stupid. There's a reason all these people reach ridiculous pinnacles of celebrity, fame, fortune, and many of them just can't seem to take what comes with it, I'm going to say. The eyes wide shut type things, the satanic worship, the satanic music, satanic videos, the satanic symbols, and they all end up melting down. Now, is that my opinion that these people literally sell themselves to the devil? It is now, but it's after listening to them say it so very many times. I'll tell you what, I grew up in the 70s. I was born in the late 60s, and Bob Dylan was definitely a thing. The thing I couldn't understand is why this guy reached such heights of fame, because I thought his music sucked. And that's just my opinion. But this explains it right here. And as you can tell just by looking at him, he's not lying. And as you can also tell by the subtitles, this is only available in other countries. This kind of stuff is not allowed to float around the United States.
You're still out here doing these songs, you're still on tour.
I do, but I don't take it for granted.
Why do you still do it? Why are you still out here?
Well, it goes back to the destiny thing. I made a bargain with it, a long time ago, and I'm holding up my hand.
What was your bargain?
To get where I am now.
Should I ask who you made the bargain with?
with the chief commander.
On this earth?
And this earth, and then in the world we can't see.
He wasn't kidding. He put it straight out there for everyone to hear, and so many other celebrities have done the exact same thing, and people just laugh it off. We live in a society that's literally controlled by the media, by television, by Hollywood. I've already explained to you before what Hollywood means. Hollywood is the sticks magicians used to make their magic wands from the holly tree, Hollywood. It's right there in plain sight, and yet many people allow their children to be raised by seemingly innocuous cartoons that couldn't be anything further from the truth. They're loaded with symbolism, and for the most part, if you sit down and watch them, they say it. Sandy Hook, 9/11, all those conspiracy theories are built right into the cartoons. The kids are learning this stuff. Remember what happened when the selection went down and Trump actually got the seat? Just like I told you he would, because it would be better if Hillary lost, because there would be more rioting, there would be more damage, there would be more chaos, and that's exactly what ensued. Do you remember all the celebrities going on television, going on social media, telling everybody they were going to move out of the country, they were going to do this, they were going to do that? They were all so angry. In our reality, this is the first time. Unless, of course, there were televisions a long time ago when they had the technology to build things like the pyramids, Pumapunku, things of that nature. Maybe there was a television-like device that was guiding people. But think about this. You see all these images I'm showing you right now? These are called scrying mirrors. Scrying mirror. These are used by people that dabble in ritualistic magic and black magic. These are used to see the future, conjure demons, so forth and so on. It's this kind of stuff that someone like myself, and someone like yourself, I would hope, don't mess with. But believe it or not, we're all doing it right now, whether we know it or not. You see the devices that we're all using? Everybody carries these around. Everybody spends more than half the day usually staring at one of these items one way or the other. I try to separate myself away from the computer quite often, believe it or not, and I still spend a good 6 to 8 hours using one because I do what I do. These are scrying mirrors. These are black mirrors. When you turn them off, look at your phone, look at your computer, look at your iPad, look at your video games, look at everything that surrounds us. These are literal entrances for conjuring, and that is not an accident. It's all by design. We literally live in a world right now that is run by people that are using black magic and occult ritual practices against us, which is why so very many cannot wake up. It just isn't going to happen. People are surrounded by this. We literally have groups of people walking this earth right now telling the rest of the people that we have the capability to go up and land on the moon and drive little cars around on them. And then in the same breath, they all of a sudden come out with, oh, we don't have those anymore. We destroyed that technology. It's not with us. Why isn't that headline news? Why isn't that leading the news every day? NASA destroys technology to go back to the moon, and they can't recreate it because it would be too upsetting. It would be too traumatic. But, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to Mars any minute now, and we're going to be taller and we'll have bigger eyes. That seems regular, right? It's all ludicrous. Some of us have broken away for whatever reason. Maybe we were incarcerated. Maybe we never went to the doctor. Maybe we didn't take vaccines. Maybe we didn't go get flu shots. Maybe we didn't take all the medications. Maybe we just never drank soda, and it's just that easy. Nobody drank soda pop, Coca-Cola, Pepsi, all that crap that's drinking on unbelievable scales right now in this world. Maybe that's why we can see what others cannot. But they've targeted us. They know where we are. They monitor us. They track us. Samsung came out in 2008 and said, be careful around our products because they are videotaping and recording you. #1 selling television in the world still to this day. Nobody cares. As long as you're not doing anything, nothing bad will go wrong, right? Well, with all that being said, these people are literally worshipped like gods of old. Look at this woman's face. Do you tell me that she is not a black magic occultist? Of course she is. That's because she sold her soul in order to become a star. What the ancient people knew, didn't think, they knew. Stars are not some distant, faraway sun that's doing a nuclear fission thing, causing heat and has a solar system around it. All of that is absolute, total bunk. Stars are luminaries. People used to worship them. That's why they are in the same exact spot in the sky every night, all the time, period. They've made these people into modern day, quote unquote, stars. And some of these people simply can't take the gravity of their situation because there's an end price. There's an end game. They have to hold up their end of their contract no matter how old and haggard, no matter how bad it gets, no matter the publicity, no matter what, and many of them just can't take it. But the flip side to that is if they intentionally build these people up and then tear them down, it also helps with the MKUltra mind control over the people that follow them or their fans, or worse yet, your children. Now, for those of you that are new or have just recently awoken, what is MKUltra? This is the best example I could find under 3 minutes. So there's much more, but hopefully this will tell you what you need to know. Now, the source of this right here isn't some conspiracy channel. It's quite the opposite. It's the Senate report on Project MKUltra, because it was indeed a real thing. But I digress. Now, I can't keep this all in frame, and I'm not going to redo this video because I don't do it like that. According to this information, a congressional report on the CIA finally reveals that Olson was working on the top secret project The CIA's brainwashing program from 1953 to 1973, which continues to this very day. It tested psychotropic drugs and experimental torture on U.S. citizens in order to develop mind control and interrogation techniques for use on Soviet agents and politicians. But sadly, we live in a day and age where now propaganda has been legalized and is being used against American citizens right now, and people still walk around in their blind, medicated, fluoridated stupor and say things like, if you're not doing anything wrong, there's nothing to fear. Meanwhile, the giant World Wide Web and the Iron Curtain is being built around America right now as we speak. I thoroughly, completely believe that these nonstop, never-ending cascade of incidents occurring out of the blue on airplanes right now is part of that mind control. They want to give people the fear of flying because apparently the TSA wasn't enough. So now they're going to all sorts of things. If you go on an airplane, you could be dragged off at any moment. Your children could end up in DSS. But again, I digress. According to the congressional report, this is Congress, the knowledge that the agency is engaging in unethical and illicit activities would have serious repercussions in political and diplomatic circles and would be detrimental to the accomplishment of its mission. So what this is, because I don't think of anything of our government. Our government was bought and paid for a long time ago. Government is nothing but a television show to keep the sheep that haven't died off yet, that have been dumbed down exponentially busy. Right, left, it's all the same wing of the same bird, in my honest opinion. But back when this happened, they told everyone they shut it down, but they indeed admitted that they were literally kidnapping American citizens and experimenting on them, all under the guise of keeping the America safe, keeping America safe. Well, no one's keeping America safe anymore, in my opinion. But again, I digress. I'm getting a little bit off topic. I wanted to show you this. I'll leave links in the description for MKUltra so you can learn more, because you should learn more, because most of us are victims of it, whether we know it or not. So my point being, long story short, there's a reason that everything that everybody carries around voluntarily, and they worship it, whether they realize it or not, voluntarily or not, these are scrying mirrors. They've been used for age, time, immemorial. And all of us are using one, looking at one, or have one close by at all times. Now, the flip side of this, this is my personal opinion. I could be wrong. Who knows? I believe that these will be gateways. Once CERN, once ITER, once the Awake Project all reach the shuddering crescendo that's going to be probably the Ogdode moving across the atmosphere on August 21st, this will open a gateway and they will be able to flood into our reality digitally and take physical form right in front of us. Yes, I did just say that. At any rate, links will be in the description. Everything's for a reason. It's all been building up. Richie from Boston. Like, share, subscribe, or don't. Deny it. I'm out.